同學，今次我們將會學習 pronunciation and delivery of sounds, words ending with ed and s too. Concept: pronunciation and delivery of sounds, words ending with ed and s too. Pronouncing s ending. How do we pronounce the s? Pronouncing s at the end of words in English. The pronunciation of s at the end of plural nouns, verbs in third person, and a part of possessive case sometimes causes problems for non-native speakers. 在複數名詞的末端，在第三人單數作為所有格的一部分動詞，有時會導致非母語的人發音問題。It is because s can be pronounced in three different ways: is, s, or z. The ses apostrophe s ending pronunciation. Using the ses ending, there are four purposes for adding ses or apostrophe s to a verb: to create a plural noun, cats; to conjugate a verb, snows; to show possession, coaches, coaches; to create a contraction, coaches meaning coach is or coach has. Note that apostrophe s can signal noun possession and the contracted form of the words is or has in spoken English. Sentence context must be used to discern whether coaches means that the coach owns something or there is a contraction of coach is or coach has. The pronunciation is the same whether the apostrophe is signaling a single owner, coaches, or many owners, coaches. To simplify this pronunciation lesson, only the apostrophe s spelling is being used. Pronunciation of ses apostrophe s ending. No matter the purpose or spelling of the ses apostrophe s ending, the pronunciation guidelines are the same. In English, the ses apostrophe s ending has three possible pronunciations: s sound, has; c sound, loves; short I plus c sound, misses. Pattern number 1. ses apostrophe s ending, pronounced with short I plus c sound. Pronounce the ses apostrophe s ending as short I plus c sound when the final sound before the addition of the ses apostrophe s ending is any of the following: s sound, c sound, ch sound, j sound, sh sound, or ge sound. A syllable is always added to the words when the ses apostrophe s ending is pronounced as the short I plus c sound combination. Do you know how to read the following sounds? 你知道如何讀下面的字音？ Sound and examples. S sound, s. Example, misses. C sound, s. Example, causes. 6 sound, ch. Example, watches. J sound, j. Example, changes. S sound, sh. Example, wishes. G sound, j. Example, garages. Pattern number 2. S, es, apostrophes s ending pronounced as s sound. When the final sound of the word is an unvoiced sound, except the sounds listed for pattern number 1. The s, es apostrophe s ending is pronounced as an s sound, and voiced sound does not use the vocal cords during its production. Besides the sounds listed for pattern number 1, English has only 5 other unvoiced sounds that occur at the end of the word. Let's read the following sounds. 你知道如何讀下面的字音？ Sound and examples. P sound, p. Example, stops. K sound, k. Example, looks. T sound, ch. Example, cats. Unvoiced first sound. Example, ups. F sound, f. Example, loves. Pattern number 3. S, es, apostrophe s ending pronounced as c sound. When the final sound of the word is a voiced sound, except the sounds listed for pattern number 1, the ses apostrophe s ending is pronounced as a c sound. A voiced sound used the vocal cords during its production. Since all vowel sounds are voiced, there are far more voiced sounds in English than unvoiced sounds. Besides the sounds listed for pattern number 1, English has 14 other voiced sounds that occur at the end of a word. Let's see the table for the sounds examples. B sound. Example describes. G sound. Example backs. D sound. Example verse. Voice for sound. Example babes. V sound. Example laughs. L sound. Example course. R sound. Example cures. Shiva plus R sound. Example answers. R sound. Example stars. O sound. Example pause. A sound. Example scarce. M sound. Example dreams. N sound. Example rings. N sound. Example belongs. Task 1. Read the following words. Absorbs, rips, whips, keeps, helps, sits, looks, claps, bursts, gloves, buses, bridges, wishes. More examples. I see sound. If the simple form of the verb has sibilant ending, such as sh, she, then yes, it pronounced as is with an extra syllable added to the base verb. Wishes, tests, watches, judges, closes, misses. S sound. If the simple form of the verb ends with the voiceless sounds of p, t, k, f, or f, then s and es are pronounced as s with no extra syllable. Wants, makes, stops, eats, lies, coughs. Z sound. If the simple form of the verb ends with any other consonant or vowel sound, then the s and es are pronounced as s with extra syllables. Buys, owes, wins, feels, jabs, does, goes. Do you feel the vibration of the flow for C sound? 你對於發 C 聲音覺得喉嚨的震動嗎？ Task 2. Fill in the following words in the table for the three sounds. Books, goes, watches, begins, plays, kisses, studies, picks, knees, starts, boxes, hops, watches. Let's see the answer now. S sound. Books, starts, hops, picks. C sound. Goes, begins, leads, plays, studies. I sound. Watches, boxes, watches, kisses. Do you recognize the final sound when you read these words again? S sound. Hops, picks, starts, books. C sound. Begins, goes, lists, studies, plays. I sound. Boxes, watches, kisses, watches. Oral practice. Take the correct ending sound and read the whole word. You can ask the tutor to check the correct pronunciation. Hotels, calls, walks, cakes, faxes, babies, rings, mixes, hugs, pages. Let's see an answer round. Hotels, 时尚 calls, 时尚 walks, 哀伤 cats, 哀伤 faxes, 哀时尚 babies, 以时尚 rings, 时尚 mixes, 哀时尚 hugs, 时尚 pages, 哀时尚 Can you remember to read the T sound the first column when you pronounce the past tense ending? TS 讀成 S，TS 聲要多練習。Practice more. Now, do the exercise to test yourself by exercise and answer key. Take the correct ending sound and read the whole word. You can ask a tutor to check the correct pronunciation.